Want to get lobotomized? If not, that's okay for our victims, our customers to say, before getting lobotomized. We here at Lobotomy and corporations have been performing lobotomies since the 1940s, and with our help of our founder and CEO, Walter Freeman II, who popularized lobotomies. But ever since they've been gotten banned in the United States in the 1950s and 20 years later around the world, but we didn't shut down because we knew there was a way to lobotomize forms of media. But we took some time, took our efforts, but in the early 60s, we decided to lobotomize television. Of course, television in the 60s wasn't all that good, but it was all what we had to lobotomize in the very first place. Of course, but our efforts paid off, and it gave us enough time to go into the early 2000s to lobotomize other forms of media, like video games. And you, the viewer, you guys might be watching, and you might be thinking, well, how did you lobotomize video games? Well, that's a great question to ask. See, the way my apologies. My boss is calling me right now. I'll get back to you guys later. My sincerest apologies for that interruption. But, as I was saying, the way we lobotomize games is that we go up to the company that is making said game, and we bribe them of a few $100,000 to lobotomize their games. Now, of course, you might be thinking, how does bribing a company make them lobotomize a game? Well, we tell them that they can add cosmetics to the game, especially overpriced ones, so that people can buy them the more they play the game. And guess what? It doesn't even matter. You could make it a fake currency, and they're still gonna eat it up. It's gonna be crazy. And people are still gonna buy it to this day. And it especially works when game companies are making dog shit games, or games that are eventually going to be dog shit. See, we have an example of a game like this called Apex Legends. See, it's free, and guess what? It has overpriced cosmetics, and the game has been lobotomized. So that means we lobotomize the community. And guess what? Since the community gets lobotomized, they actually, they keep on playing it. They keep on playing it more and more. The more they play it, the more lobotomized they get. And guess what? They're still gonna be paying for cosmetics. It's still gonna happen. They're gonna keep on playing it over and over again because they're lobotomized. But guess what? We have a subscription. There's a little bit of a subscription service for lobotomizing you and lobotomizing the games that you play. For an extra $60 to $70 a year, you could play the Call of Duty franchise, which is what we quote, same shit, worse lobotomy. And guess what? This will happen every single year. And guess what? The more you play, the more lobotomized you're gonna get, and the more you're gonna get into Call of Duty. And guess what? We don't care. We don't care if it's the same bullshit every single year. We lobotomize it, and people are still playing it to this day. And because the community gets lobotomized, guess what? There are going to be sweats everywhere. There are going to be people that are trying to drop tutorials for weapon skins. People that are going to be what's the best attachment for said weapons, lobotomizing it every single year. And guess what? The people are still going to fall for it. And guess what? We're going to make more money. Call of Duty is going to make more money. And guess what? We don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck if the people actually want a good game. We're gonna lobotomize that shit, and we're gonna make it so fucking ass that people are still gonna play it, and still gonna be lobotomized. And guess what? We will do this with every single game. We will make sure we saturate every single fucking market in the game to lobotomize it. Now, of course, some people obviously decline that shit, but that's because their game is actually good. But that's all. But let me tell you this. If a game is trash, that it's gonna be trash, literally go up to us and say that you want it to be lobotomized, because we are willing to lobotomize your shit piece of a game for fucking no reason at all. No fucking reason at all. And guess what? It'll be successful. People are still gonna be playing it every day, all day, every day. Why? Because they get lobotomized. And that's how we do it at Lobotomy and corporations. This is some found footage of the Lobotomy and corporations call between Seimei and his boss. this was totally not put in here because I did not know how to place in the call in like the middle of the video. So yeah, this is the call. Here's the call.
Hey there, this is Mr. Seimei, correct?
Yeah, this is Mr. Seimei here.
Yeah, we found a piece of media to lobotomize if you can get ready to meet around 10. Would that be cool?
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Nice, well, good luck to you, Mr. Seimei.
Thank you.